What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ghost. I'm coming to you from inside my truck. I'm out here in San Bernardino getting loaded up. I'm actually I got 2 trailers loaded this morning, one earlier this morning, and then I'm finally getting the last one loaded now, so me and my driver can run over to Casa Grande later on for our deliveries, making some Labor Day weekend money. So, shout outs to, everybody that's taking this weekend off to celebrate and enjoy. I'd rather make some money because I got huge plans ahead. But I'm dropping this video to speak on this trucking recession. I guess people have been saying like either we're gonna go into a recession or we're already in one, and how it's going to affect just everybody as a whole in this industry. To be honest, I feel like whatever's going on right now, it is affecting everybody. People, they might say that it's not affecting them, but anytime that the rates are decreased, or anytime you're not making what you were making this time last year, then it's affecting you, because it might not be affecting you financially, but it's affecting basically your basically the way you make money. I mean, the numbers are different, so you're affected by it. Might not be an effect to where it's like hurting you financially, but you still are affected by it. But let's see if he's coming to me. But yeah, he's checking to see if the wheels are chopped. But yeah, I guess he's checking to see if this truck next door to me is y'all can't see him. But yeah, anytime money's not the same, that means it causes an effect on something. I feel like this trucking, we'll call it this trucking recession, basically is affected people. I mean, it's affected a lot of the carriers because you got so many carriers going out of business. When it comes to like a single truck operation, I feel like it doesn't affect a single truck operation as bad as it will affect, like, for me having multiple trucks, because a single truck, they're able to move different than a fleet. With a situation, the way the economy is right now in trucking, and you owning a fleet, the best advice I can give anyone is to put your fleet on some type of dedicated runs, whether that be with a direct shipper or with a broker that has consistent freight coming out of the area. I feel like that's really the only way that you're gonna be able to survive this if you own a fleet. Now, if you're a single truck operation, you're kind of like yeah, it's gonna affect you, but it's not gonna affect you to the point where it's gonna affect your bottom line. It ain't really gonna affect you, well, unless you're upside down with your bills, because that's another thing too. If you're owning a fleet, my best advice to give a fleet owner or even somebody with a single truck is to cut down on your overhead. If you cut your overhead down, it'll help you get through this. Because if you have a high overhead and you're trying to run a fleet in this economy, unless you're leased onto a carrier that has contracted freight, it's gonna be kind of tough running a spot market with a fleet. Even though you can run the spot market, you just got to know how to run the spot market. Because like I said before, you can get with a broker that has, we'll say, like 2 or 3 loads daily coming out of a place going somewhere, and if they're going, see if they got any returns. I mean, that'll be the best way to connect the dots, in my opinion. You just got to really research it and just pick a lane and stay in it. Make love to the lane. That's what I had told my owner out, because he's about to hit 1 year with me next month. And I had told him this time last year that, you know, what I was going after, how I was trying to get with either direct shippers or people, you know, with the broker that had consistent freight coming out of an area. And because I had a good feeling that, you know, rates were going to drop and they were just going to stay down. And sure enough, that's what's going on. So like I was telling him, we just got to, you know, pick a lane and just stay in it. Try to put as many trucks on it as possible, put as many trailers on it as possible, and just, you know, ride this wave out. That's really the best way that, you know, we're going to get through this little storm and see the sunshine after this rain. So like I told him and everybody that's going, like, coming aboard, we just got to basically pick some lanes and just stay in it until, you know, this blows over. Otherwise, you're going to be kind of sucking wind. And then at the same time, keeping our overhead down. That's why I've been going out paying for trailers and just knocking stuff out, because I'm trying to just completely lower my overhead as low as possible. I mean, if I can get it down to where I'm completely debt free, then that's what I got to do. That's really the only way that, you know, you'll be able to really get through this, is just lower overhead. But yeah, that's really about it. As for me, I feel like right now, if you got money to invest, and say you could pay cash for trucks and trailers, right now is the best time to get into this industry to invest. In all honesty, because if you can, because right now trucks and trailers are going for dirt cheap because everybody's losing them. You know, we got big companies going out of business because they had direct shippers, and once the freight stopped and the rates dropped, that's all they, you know, had to fall back on. So, you know, the best bet is to, you know, keep a couple brokers, and if you got the means to get some direct shippers, keep a couple of them in your back pocket and just watch the industry, honestly. You don't want to be like these big carriers. But I mean, this is all, you know, the best advice I can give, you know, to get through with this. Now, if you lease to a carrier like Landstar, Snyder, Prime, stuff like that, you know, they got their contracted freight, and they're big companies. I mean, they got all the big corporations around here on lockdown, so they gonna have freight forever. Now, how much they're getting it for, I mean, that's another story, because, you know, any place that has a drop and hook situation and you got to bid on rates, you got to remember, if they got a drop and hook situation there, that's contracted freight. So you're bidding on something that basically they've already got a set price on. Now, what that set price is, who knows, but you're bidding on something that, like I said before, is contracted. So that's just a part of their hustle. But yeah, as for me, I'm growing slowly. I'm about to pick up a W9 that we're gonna call Old Faithful 2.0. It's a 2004 W900. I pick it up the end of next week, so I'll be flying out to North Carolina to go pick it up. We'll be adding that to the fleet, so, you know, it'll look real nice behind my trailers. I mean, I got all my reefers decorated in lights and all that, so, you know, that's another thing too. The reefer rates are so low. I've been running dry van inside them because it just ain't worth it to me. But yeah, I'm not gonna make this video too long, but this is just my opinion on this freight recession. So, you know, it's your boy Ghost. Love, peace, prosperity, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Be on the lookout for my 7 years of trucking, my little, you know, documentary of just my tell-all series. Next video I'm gonna drop is gonna be pretty juicy. You know, it's gonna be pretty tight. And also look out for an update on Project Gallardo. Once I pick this W9 up, you know, I'm adding it to the project. So, you know, February 2020 we'll roll out in that Lambo. So love, peace, prosperity, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Deuces.